Good morning, YouTube. As promised from my last video, this will be, as I said, I would respond to any criticisms, comments, etc., etc., and I'm going to do so. My most recent video, I got a comment from, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, looks appear to be Alessio Cutri, Alessio Cutri. I'm sure I butchered it. And if I did, I apologize. But they asked, creationist brings me into existence. Or I'm sorry, to existence. How do you think we were created? Well, in all honesty, I don't know. I am a firm believer in evolution. However, evolution doesn't really explain the creation of anything. Uh, I'm honestly quite curious what you believe. If you believe that we were created by God, or Allah, or whatever your religion may be. If you are religious, I am honestly curious what you believe. To take the somewhat hoity-toity scientific route, even myself, I was created in the Big Bang. If all of existence was created at that point, all the matter and energy that we know of was created then everything we know of now was created then. You're simply reconstituting the blocks, basically. As a child, I loved Legos, and I could take the same amount of Legos, create the thing that was on the box. I could take it apart, create something entirely new. I could make, many smaller creations, or one larger one, etc., etc. So from the standpoint that there's a finite amount of matter and energy in the universe, that's still the case even with human beings, the Earth, the Sun, and everything. If there is no way for more energy to be created in the universe, then what started the universe is what we're made of now. So in reaction to your question, that would be how we were created. Now, if you're searching for more of a more human answer, you're the product of luck, really. Given our complex nature and the numerous things that either go wrong with us in a bodily function, wrong with us in a mental function, etc., I would have to say that it's a lot of luck that we're the top of the food chain. In all reality, we really shouldn't be. It should be like an amoeba or something a whole lot simpler. But somehow we lucked out. And I have no issue if you use the reasoning that, we were created by God and that therefore we're the top of the chain. And that's fine. But if you look at it, we shouldn't be. If we were supposed to be the top of the chain, like I said in my last video, why were we created so badly? There are turtles who outlive us by potentially hundreds of years. There are certain birds of prey that can have telescopic vision from like a mile, and we measure our best seeing distance in feet, as in 20/20 vision. So I mean, if we were created, I think we got the short end of the stick. But if we just had to be random happenstance, then I mean that would explain it. We got enough to get by, which is all most species really need. There's, to be silly, there's no reason for cats to grow wings because it's not an advantage to them. You change their environment long enough, they may grow wings because they become an advantage to them, but now there's no point to it. So I mean, that's the best answer I have for your question there. And yes, creation is bringing something to existence. But really, if you think about it, and this idea has been posed for most literature and movies, or at least the core plots. Do we really have anything left to create? I honestly, in the last 10, 20 years, I haven't read or seen anything that I would vote entirely original. Because and I apologize for not knowing this. Uh, I believe there are 6 or 7 they call like core plot principles. Like there's revenge, loss, the search for an object, the search for a person, and I honestly can't remember the other 2, and I apologize for such. But I mean, what really has mankind created that, for all we really know, hadn't already been done beforehand? I mean, our best records show that they invented the space shuttle before we did, but except for the power involved, a space shuttle is fundamentally not that different than an airplane. We've conquered one, we simply improved upon the design and got another one. Now granted, in function and form, it's massively different, but taken at its barest roots, they're pretty much identical. You have a sealed tube with wings that people can ride in and control that comes with an engine that can take them from one point to another. So fundamentally it's the same, just like fundamentally from the Model T to today's cars, there really haven't been that many differences. You have 4 wheels, you have a steering column that turns either the front or the back wheels, you have an engine that powers it, that runs off combustion. We've made improvements upon the design, but we haven't really created a new car because we got the basics down. We've created better versions. So, I mean, we create children, but honestly, they're just not that different from us. We may create new personalities. We may create new organisms that will carry on our genetic lineage, but we haven't really brought something brand new into existence. So I mean, I truly hope that at least partially answers your question, and I would love for you to respond. And for my one faithful follower, as I say, I do apologize for getting your gender wrong. Confirmation bias at its best. But that's for this one. I just honestly hope that you never stop thinking. The moment you stop thinking, what's left? So question everything. And if you believe that you are correct, I will gladly debate you on any topic. If I don't know anything about it, I'll learn something and we'll go at it. However, I will defend my beliefs until the absolute end, because if you can't prove me wrong, then there is no actual evidence that I am. But the moment you actually could, religion included, if you can prove me wrong, I will fold like a sack, and I will put out my hand and say, you got me. I have no answer to this. There's no proof or evidence or anything that supports my claim. You have shown proof and evidence that supports yours, so therefore you have to be right. But as of yet, I have found no one I've spoken with religion about that can do that. Their always fallback answer is we just have to take it on faith. I've taken nothing in my life just on faith. And science is no exception. I don't take anything on science on faith. It's provable. I can give it a shot. I can learn it. I can find out. And I can learn. And that's truly all I ask. If you want to continue to believe, I am completely fine with that, and I respect your desire and your ability to continue with it. My only honest request is question it. Don't just acknowledge it. Just don't say, well, it must be, so it is. No. Question it. You have every right to. You are a human being. You have a large cranium. So question it. Everyone out there, you guys have a great day. Depending on what comments I get, who knows? I'll be back tomorrow. And as always, cheap plug, check the description box. You guys have a good one. This is Knowledge Collector. Bye.